Dana and I loved reading all the comments you guys left on Friday's video about us not having health insurance. There was a lot of, I wouldn't say controversy, but concern from you guys. We appreciate that from those of you. There's one comment that I think kind of summarizes the main concern that you guys had about us not having health insurance, and it's this one from Lulu Beretta. I see health insurance as an insurance against the really bad stuff, like the twins are born at 24 weeks and are in the hospital for months and is millions of dollars. Would you be okay if that were to happen? Maybe you could pay the expensive health insurance until the babies are here and there are no problems. It's much less likely that you'd have huge medical bills after that, but while pregnant with twins, I feel like that's risky. So the way it works is we submit all our bills to Samaritan Ministries, and then they say, okay, these are the amount of bills that everyone sent in this month, and then they distribute it. And most of the time, I would say most of the time actually, maybe about a third of the time, we don't actually pay. We're supposed to pay $405 a month collectively as our family, but if there's less needs that are submitted for that month than there are people paying, then we just pay less. That's all there is to it. So I don't know, how often do you think we actually pay less?
It's happened a few times already.
Maybe like a third, a quarter of the time? We don't actually have to pay the full $405 a month.
And then you don't owe it on a different month either. You just get to save the difference. So
then the other question is, what happens on the months where there's more bills submitted than there are people paying into it, and you don't pay more than that? All that happens is that it kind of like, you know, they'll cover everything. 100% of everyone's funds will be used, but if they're still out like more than that, it just kind of gets pushed to the next month when there's maybe less. And I've never actually seen that happen, but
no, but there have been times, like there's a special thing that we do pay into, like if if you do have bigger bills or have a chance of having bigger bills, you can do like the next level up, which is not very much money at all to be in. So basically we get to submit up to $250,000 worth of bills every year. And we cover the first $300 of the first 3 bills. So kind of, if you're going to put it in insurance terms, it's like a $900 deductible kind of, you know. But then after that, the first $300 of the first 3 bills are paid, then everything else gets covered after that, up to $250,000 per year. Now, if something were to happen and we were going to go beyond $250,000, then there's this, what Dana's talking about, where it's just unlimited. Like you can submit millions of dollars a month if you need to, and we are a part of that. And we've had some bills that that we pay into that or whatever, but we've only been paying like $5 extra that month whenever we pay into that.
And the other thing to remember too, guys, is that medical expenses we found are way cheaper when you're self-pay. I don't know why, but it seems like, what would you say an average discount?
The hospital bills, which I don't even know how much they're going to be because it depends on if I'm able to have a vaginal delivery or if I have to have a C-section. But the hospital that we go to gives a 47% discount
if you're
to people that are self-pay.
Yeah.
And if we weren't self-pay and we had the $12,000 deductible to pay for, we wouldn't get that discount. We'd be paying all of it.
Right. So if you guys are used to having health insurance, then you're paying like almost 50% more than you are anyway. So those are the prices that you're used to, but our prices for health coverage or paying out of pocket is way lower.
Way cheaper.
Yeah. And then a lot of times if you then pay all of it up front rather than doing a payment plan, it's even cheaper yet.
Yeah, we knocked off like almost $1,000 off of our big bill.
Yeah, just for that.
Because of paying all at once instead of doing payments.
So because
which we like because of being debt free.
Right. I don't want to do payment anyway. And the other nice thing about Samaritan Ministries is that it is approved by like the Obama administration of being like we don't have to pay the tax penalty for not having
we don't get penalized.
Yeah, we don't get penalized for it. So this is approved through that whole system. So we like it better, and I feel like we're going to stick with this even if something did happen. Like, if you guys want to see our horror story, was trying to do the Affordable Care Act stuff, I'll put a card up around here. You can watch it. It was absolutely just a terrible, absolute nightmare that we don't even want to mess with again.
I do like Samaritan Ministries. Like, when we started, and I was like, I get to send this money to a family.
Yeah, we get to sign like a get well note card with it.
Yeah, like, and we get like a prayer list of like, this is who you can pray for today with their medical stuff or whatever. Like, I don't know, like, it just feels nice to be able to help other families directly with our finances.
So thank you for your concern. We appreciate it. I feel like we're okay, but
I mean, we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, this will absolutely let you guys know what happens with all this. KSKC1234 asked, Dana, I've watched you guys since December, and to me, you look like you have never been happier. Is that just my thinking, or do you feel that way too? Also, and this may be too personal, don't need to answer it if you don't want to, but will you still be open for more babies after the twins are born?
I think I know what you're talking about with me being happier. And I don't know, like, what to pinpoint it on, but I know Tim and I have been, like, making more of a point to have dates regularly, and that makes a huge difference.
Hanging out, doing videos together.
Yeah. Because it's just, I mean, when you have little kids in the house, like, it's so easy to direct all your attention onto the kids and neglect your marriage, and that's been something that we've been trying to be more intentional on, is spending more time on our marriage and opening up communication a little bit more and everything.
And now with Nicole being a part of our family,
I'm so looking forward to
we get to do weekly dates without even having to do the hassle of the babysitter. It's like built in, you know?
Yes.
It's awesome.
So excited. I can't wait.
More kids after these two?
No.
But I like what Lulu Beretta said after. Says they said no, but check back when they're a year old. That's typically how it goes.
No,
we say no more kids, and then like they were like, oh, let's do another.
No.
We're done after this.
No, I'm going to be getting rid of all of our baby stuff. Like, all our boy stuff is starting to go, and
so we'll have 6 kids.
Yeah.
Total.
Okay.
D. Sherman 50 wrote and said, Tim, the American story that kids are just liabilities. I've honestly never in my life heard such a story or met anyone that view their kids in the way you describe. At some point, I hope you share more about why you think so many people feel/think their kids are a drain on resources. And I hope I didn't come across too negative. Basically, what I was talking about is, you know, the normal American family system right now can only support usually 2, maybe 3 kids. If you start having 4, people are like, you know how that happens, right? And they're like, you know, you start like it's a big family or something. Especially if you get to 6, people are like, whoa, that's really weird, right? So I think a lot of the times the way people view family and their kids is that it just saps time. It saps energy. They certainly cost money. Yes, you love them, but you give away a lot of your freedom when you do start having kids. And so it feels to a lot of people that they are a liability. Like it's something that just takes from them, even though they get a lot of love. But it's more like having
if I have that many kids, then I have to buy a new car, or we have to like upgrade stuff, or
in our case, buy a bigger house, right? Yeah. So we're trying to see, like, yes, they do cost money. Yes, they do take away freedom and our time and energy and a lot of things. But does the story have to be that way? You know, is there a way? Even they're little, like I don't think there's any other option. You know, but as they get older. I don't know what the answer is, but I just want to explore. Is there a different way to think about children? You know, I know back in farming, agricultural days, it was the more kids you had, the more your family could succeed. Yeah, because your family is working together on the farm as a team, and there was an economic value to having a large family on the farm. But since the Industrial Revolution and all the specialized things, and dads going off to work, and when all that started, then after World War II, when mom started going off to work too, and then the family started, you know, the whole family structure basically switched, and the value system, everything changed. Then since then, that's when we've seen a rise in adolescence, because the adolescence doesn't exist over in, like, you know, India and other places. It's just kind of a Western thing. There's a lot of things there, but I'm just kind of wondering, like, does it have to be that way? And that's what we're exploring here. You're becoming a family team. You guys know that. That's what we're just kind of figuring out. And so I don't have all the answers. Do you? Oh, darn it. So that's what we're exploring. Can our children be assets to our family as a whole rather than just, you know, what I said, drain the resources? But you know what I mean. I don't mean that in like we hate our children, like we'll get rid of them, but just says that's just kind of how it is. Energy, time, money, attention. They need a lot of stuff. That's it. Thanks for hanging out with us again today, guys. We really do appreciate all of you and the feedback and the input you've given to our story and helping shape, you know, our family and everything. So thank you. We hope that something we do maybe helps you guys as well, but we really appreciate you guys hanging around. And let me know what you think about the vlog editing. I did it a little bit different, trying different styles out, experimenting with new things, as Dan and I are really trying, like, we're starting to really invest in this channel more than we have, you know, in the past several years. So
how's your arm doing after the new vlogging style?
Yeah, I'm vlogging with my big, like, it's about 5 pounds, and so I'm gonna have a massive forearm.
Just on your right arm.
Just on my right arm. I'm gonna look like Kronk, but sideways. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys, and we will see you guys again on Wednesday. See you then. Bye. What do you think about Nicole moving in with us to help out with you guys? Are you excited about that? Why are you excited about that?